Just my love for football.
Did you see this one coming at all after the
Yeah.
A's?
Yeah.
Really? When did you sense that you were going to do this?
Oh wait, what do you mean?
In terms of making a decision to give a shot at the NFL rather than go play baseball?
Well, obviously, you know, it wasn't looking good for the NFL side of things just until this past season, once everybody really saw what I was capable of. So after the season, when projections, all that stuff, people telling me where I could go and just how the NFL felt about me, really. I always felt like I could play in the league, so it's always been a dream of mine. So that's kind of when it started to kick up.
So that was your hope last year, even though you go and draft, baseball just was the most obvious thing because you're kind of proving yourself there. You hadn't proven yourself yet in football, so to speak. So
yeah, you didn't know how the NFL felt about me. Obviously, on top of being a shorter guy that plays quarterback, you don't know how they're gonna look at that. And then I hadn't played much, so I think that all had to factor in with the decision to go play baseball. And then once I had the year I knew I was capable of, and they started seeing that, that I feel like it doesn't matter how big you are, but we'll see how everything pans out. But that's just it kind of heated up, and we're here now. So.
Well, was there a moment when you knew you were going to make that decision? Was it a gradual thing, or was there one particular sit-down moment where you say, "I'm playing football"?
I mean, there was a lot of thought, and we went back and forth on the pros and cons of stuff like that. But at the end of the day, I had to do what I felt was right, and I feel I made the right decision. I ran 40 in 2-3 years.
And what was
2
the time?
years.
What was the time?
I ran a 4.3, but
You're faster now.
I think so. Yeah.
Kyler, everybody when it comes to this decision all says the same thing. I'll play baseball because you can play longer, right? That's always the perception of it. You can play baseball forever, and football careers are usually a little bit shorter. You made the decision because you love it. What was your decision to say, I would rather do this as opposed to making sort of the safer play for a career that theoretically could be a little bit longer?
Obviously, my faith in God, and just I feel like the way certain things just lined up, that kind of happened in my life recently, but that's just what I felt was necessary. What I felt at peace with. Obviously I love both, but at the end of the day I couldn't do both. So my love for football is definitely it's up there. So that was my decision.
How's this process been different for you? It's one thing for people to evaluate you on the field, but now it seems like people evaluate your personality and things you say. Is that different? Just based on like you go to Super Bowl radio interviews and evaluate your body language and everything else. How's that different?
I think everything that kind of started just kind of heated up being the quarterback of Oklahoma, playing well, and then winning the Heisman. That definitely kind of ramps everything up. And then being at the Super Bowl, all the eyes being on he's gonna play baseball, football, and then being on all the shows and doing that whole Radio Row deal. I was just being me. I wasn't up there telling lies or anything like that. And, whatever people are gonna say whatever they want to say, so I'm not really worried about it.
At the combine or your pro day, do you feel you have to prove anything, or do you want to send a message to all the pro scouts watching you in any way, shape, or form?
I think that's my job to not sell myself, but make them feel great about me. Make them know why they're investing in me. So yeah, I think that's something that I'll have to do when I go up there.
But the one thing you can't do is grow half a foot.
I really don't think it matters at this point. I mean,
You don't think
there's never been a 5'10" quarterback projected in the first. I mean, I'm already that's crazy to me. That the fact that I'm already projected that high. I'm not over 6 foot, which is I haven't seen that since I've been alive. So.
Would it be important to you to be the first quarterback taken?
Whoever gets me. Whoever wants me. I don't really care about being the first quarterback taken, but yeah, I don't really have much to say about that.
Kyler, when you saw Kliff Kingsbury make their comment, boy, if I had the first overall pick in the draft, I'm taking Kyler Murray. Now, when he said it, he was the head coach of Texas Tech, but now he's in that position. Does that make you think, hey, this just might work out? Or do you just look at that as a guy saying, okay, he's saying that thing about an opponent, it was a different time, different circumstance?
I think, me and him are really tight, great relationship with him. So I think that was just something that, he's always felt strongly about me as a player and as a kid off the field. So I think there's kind words, but at the end of the day, they're going to do what's best for them. So I can't go into it with any expectations of being taken by the Cardinals, but that would be nice, yeah, for sure.
Where are you working out at?
I've been all over the place.
What is that? Is there not a specific spot you're gonna do your training for the combine or thing like that, or
just working out?
Is there a coach you're working out with, or?
What do you mean?
Yeah, like at the Michael Johnson Performance Center out in
No,
Scottsdale, South Florida.
Is your dad gonna be the one training you for the combine, or?
Oh yeah, I've been throwing my dad.
That's gonna be permanent one. Okay.
Kyler, how tired are you of height questions?
I haven't really got many of them.
Really?
Yeah.
How about even when you were at Oklahoma or anything like that, or Texas A&M?
Well, I mean, if we're talking like throughout my whole life.
Yeah, it just seems like it was always
really
followed you around.
No, I think more so like the speculation. I don't, I was talking to Marquise earlier. He said, there's teams calling him, asking how tall I am and stuff like, just stuff like that. But I'll be at the combine in next week, and I'll get measured, and it'll all be out there. So I think that's just.
How tall are you?
I don't measure myself when I wake up.
So you saw Mike Out put out the tweet that everybody has put out there about what they actually measured you at Oklahoma. Do you remember that? Was that?
I mean, I don't know how accurate it is. We did it with like if you were there, it's like a wooden deal on the wall. So, yeah, I don't know.
Does it talk about their stature? Does it motivate you? Does it drive you?
Obviously, I mean, I'm never the biggest guy on the football field, but I've said it many times. I mean, I feel like the most effective guy on the field, or the best player on the field at all times. So, that's not the way I think. I'm not, I'm the smallest guy on the field, I got to do this or do that. I just go out there and play my game. So.
What game during the season did you feel like I can do this? Like you were killing everybody. But when did you feel like I really want to take a look at this? After Texas, after TCU, whatever.
I've always wanted to. You talking about the league?
Yeah, when you wanted to think about, man, I really want to do this up there.
I've always wanted to do this up there. That's why. Otherwise I wouldn't play baseball. Y'all wouldn't have saw me this season.